Hello, this is a small demonstration of the current state of my mod for Kittens Space Agency to add some amount, let's say, of functionality with OpenXR. So for those who don't know, OpenXR is the Chronos Group API to talk to VR headsets, stuff like this. And yeah. Oh. And I think it's going to sleep. No, it was in pass-through. Okay, so what we have here is very rough and very early. Basically, the mod is able to obtain the tracking information from this guy. It's able to display something in it, but we are not rendering for VR. What we are doing is a hack. We get the main window view of the game, and we just fit it inside of the headset for now. Only one view, which means it's in mono, so technically it's rendering with no 3D depth. So let's could start it from star map, but I'm in the debugger. And let's just start the game. It is very important that the XR runtime, which is that window right there, that little thing here, it must be running before you start the game, because we need to obtain a bunch of information from it before Vulkan is starting the game. I happen to be wearing a chronoscope t-shirt. That's not important. And I just saw that. Anyway, so right now there is this window. This window, it's a debug thing I'm using to see what's going on. You can see that it initialized all the OpenXR stuff properly. It also will say it inside of where is it? Yeah, it will say it here. And so you can see the runtime is SteamVR and OpenXR, and I'm streaming it to a MetaQuest 3 with Steam Link actually, which is open. It should not. Yes, that's good. And it's running. If I can display the VR view. So this slider here, it changes the size of the buffer that is being sent to the OpenXR runtime. It is not changing the render resolution in the game. Currently, I am not specifically rendering the game for VR. I am just using this view. And so there is this button here called Start XR Session. If you do this, you will see a bunch of weird stuff. The game view is squished in a weird way. That's normal. The main window is now being rendered at the aspect ratio and view parameters for the headset. You can see that the head tracking is being applied to the main camera, and if I go here, you can see that the rocket is looking perfectly normal in here, and I can tell you that it's the case also in real life inside of the VR headset. And to see that it's actually working properly, we can look at something that is circular and see that it is a perfect circle here. It's not true for everything. For instance, where is the sun? The lens flare effect will be like anamorphic in there, but in the weird direction, not in the J.J. Abrams way. And yeah, and this is pretty much it. There is nothing else you can do besides looking here and seeing the stars and the planets and your ship and looking around, and that's all. Let me stop the view. The other thing, let me restart. You can actually do this multiple times, and you can change this buffer resolution. Doesn't matter because it's not the rendering, but it will. We are copying this view into a buffer of that size, so it might change the rendering quality, and it will change the amount of VRAM the VR is taking. And another thing is that only the game view, the normal game view, is being displayed in the VR at the correct aspect ratio. I am not applying this transformation matrix, this projection matrix to the map camera, only to the base camera. Because it's not like you can do much in this anyway. And yeah, it's more of an experiment than it is a useful thing, but here we go. That's it.